I can't hear you. You can hear me? Can you? Oh, your microphone doesn't work. Okay, now uh, I shortly explain what is in the course. If you have specific questions, oh, Bulgaria, excellent lady. At this moment, I have a few students from Bulgaria, but also from Romania, Hungary, Poland, Ukraine, and so you are not the only one from our eastern part of Europe. And the Bulgarian, I have three or four students. Do you know them? Do you have a reference with them, or you're completely new? Do you know students now in the Netherlands who are from Bulgaria? You don't know them. Okay, good. Will explain shortly the content of my PowerPoint. First of all, I'd like to tell you something about our organization. After the organization, I go into more depth with specific questions students had in the past and then go over it. If you have any questions, then please chat, then I will answer them. I will not chat. Yeah, maybe I can chat back, but it is easier for me to explain them. And if you like more information or explanation, then chat it to me, then I will go into more depth. The School of Finance and International Business, that's the name of our academic. And within this academic, we have approximately 1,300 students. And international students are, especially for the 4 years program, we have approximately 100 students. We have also a short degree education that is approximately 35 students. So they do a double degree. They will also study at the home country and also studying at the same time in the Netherlands. Our program is completely English. I'm one of the teachers in financial accounting and management accounting. We have now, I believe, more than 30 nationalities, but when we made this PowerPoint, we have approximately 30 nationalities. Now I have more nationalities in the program in international finance and accounting. And I'm very happy with it because the more international students you have, the more an exchange of cultures, but also ideas, networking. It's for me very important that people have a different background. Um, Another one is, and that's very important for you as a student, is that the graduates have, after finishing their graduation, they have found a job. Yeah, many of, or some of them will stay in the Netherlands, but some of them will go back to their home country or to other countries to fulfill their jobs. But they are within 3 months they have a job, and that we are proud of. But it is also good to know that when you are studying, you have your internship, you have your graduation, and when you have the contacts and the networking, you also have the possibility to go for a job. I will have a short presentation, what I mentioned, but the questions are now related to the free asked questions made by students. So the first is, of course, what is the topic? What is our study about? And no, we have a 4 years program. The first year is a propedeuse that is more general. You get all the kind of things. I will come into the next sheet more in depth. And then we have the major, and in the major we are talking about financial management, financial accounting, management accounting, um, corporate finance. Yeah, we had got into the main topics of a financial person. And then you see also an internship and a minor. They can be exchanged. You can go first for a minor and then your internship, and the other way around. And sometimes you will see that students do the internship in year number 4, and straight after they do the graduation, and sometimes within the same company. Yeah, so they have the internship within the company, That's more about the social aspects of a professional. And in your graduation, you will go into the depth of one specific topic you are interested in, and you will find a company who will help you through this process. Sometimes, what I've seen is that students stay at the same company they finish their graduation because yeah, both the company and the student invest about 6 months in this company. So you are trained, you are yeah, you know the business, and it is for a company like this a good investment to get you in the job in the company, and that is a beautiful aspect for you to know, in my opinion. If we look to the first year, what is, if I look back at the propedeuse, then we will see that are more general. Um, Good afternoon. Then I will see. In the general topics, we will see to business English, business ethics, also in English communication. Of course, English is a very important subject because you have to talk English, we have to understand, and you have to explain something in English. And then you will see micro and microeconomics, financial accounting, financial management, and of course, computer skills. So we have some general skills you have to know about computers, about communication, and we look for then the micro and the micro environment, and then we go into depth of financial accounting and financial management and international tax. Only in headlines, basic fundamentals, to let you understand what is the topic about, what is it about. And in year number two and in year number three, we continue in about financial accounting, financial management, and management accounting. That are the three main topic of our education in for a financial accountant. Of course, and that is why it is international. We are looking for international awareness, different cultures, international experience. And myself, I started my career when I was 21 in the United States. Then I traveled for 6, 7 years, 8 years. And then after that, I became a teacher. And with this international experience, I like to explain and motivate my students to become an international financial. I'm a controller myself, and I love the topics accounting, management, and I like to explain how it works in, for example, in Vietnam, but also how it works in the Netherlands, or also how it works in, for example, Germany, but also in Bulgaria. I have now some students who can explain how it worked or what they did, and the experiences I take with me, and I explain it and use it for my explaining my students. So that are the main topics: financial accounting, financial management. Financial accounting is about balance sheet, profit and loss report or income statement, is about cash flow statement. Financial management is about how you use your money to invest in, of course, fixed assets for your company, but also you can also look for investments in other companies like trading. We look for the stock exchange, and then you use your financials to manage your money in a more in a beneficial way. Management accounting is more related to the internal environment. It's the informal reporting, and you make decisions as a manager, or you provide information for the managers that they can make decisions for their future. Yeah? So strategic decisions are made by the management, but they use your information, the management accounting information, to make these decisions. Now, of course, if you work in the Netherlands, but also if you work in Bulgaria, you will see that there are differences, and the differences is something you have to take care of, because this means that you, if you know how it works, the different cultures, you can also make your reporting more tailor-made, but also you can make sure that what you do is essential for yourself, but also for your management and for your company. Yeah, then you are studying. Yeah, and then the many questions are: do you have to do it alone, or do you have to work in groups? No. In general, our groups, our classes have approximately 30 students. So between 25 and 33 are our groups. And of course, it depends sometimes on the subjects you choose. Sometimes we have groups with 6 up to 8 students, but are more specific groups, and that will be done in year number 3 and year number 4, in which you make choices about certain topics to get extra expertise. When it is only theoretical information, then we have groups of 30 students. Yeah, that will be maximum in our classrooms. Yeah, what kind of jobs? Now, after studying, now these are some terms, some names of jobs you can apply for. A financial accountant, that's more or less the person who are preparing the income statement, balance sheet, and the cash flow statement. The financial controller, that's more my own job. You are looking to the future. You use the information from the financial accountant and you produce scenarios. You look for new investments. You look for the future in which you prepare yourself for uh, all kinds of decisions you can make. The business controller is more or less looking also for the processing within the company. Then your internal controller, then you look for, okay, what can be more efficient? What can we do to make sure that people know what they are doing? The communication within the organization in the financial aspect is also important. Do people know what they read? Do people know what they have to know? And as a business controller, you are involved with this. The financial manager is the one who had what I always mentioned, like the treasurer, one below, the treasury and the financial manager. They look to the cash, uh, what is available within the company in the short run, long run, mid run, and how can we use it more efficient to make money out of money. That's beautiful if you have money and you can put it on a saving account, but you can also use this money to make new money off by investing in other companies. Yeah. We also look for cryptos, yeah, for example. That will be also a topic managed, explained and managed by the teacher for you. Business analyst is, yeah, very important. You have to analyze not only your own work and your own papers, but also you have to analyze your competitor. You have to analyze um, your customer, your new customer. So analyzing is also a topic you have to know, yeah? Because what kind of ratios do you use yourself in your company, and can you compare them with the ratios from another company or another branch? So you have to analyze this. You have the internal analyzing and the external analyzing. And for me, I'm always interested in the external analyzing, but then you have to be aware that, yeah, also with the ethical background, the international background, you have to make sure that the calculations done by other countries or other companies are not always the same as for yourself. Yeah, you have different calculations to calculate your current ratio and what is involved and what's not involved. So you have to know very good what you are checking. Now, then we have the stock market analyst and the financial advisor. That are more people. They are more outside a company that are more what we can call the consultants. They are looking for external parties and what is the best to invest in. You have to give an advice to someone or to a controller. So you have to know how to speak the language from the market. You have to know what is communicated within the sector, within the branch, to make sure that you, as a financial, know, okay, this is important, this is less important. Yeah, you have to make priorities because you can check everything nowadays. Yeah? We have AI to check this, but of course, if you don't know what you are checking, what you are doing, then it is very difficult to give an advice or to make decisions yourself about a certain investment. So, a financial advisor and stock market analyst is more or less related to the consultants, advisors market, and the others are more internal from companies, and they have a different function and a different role. But for both, we are training you, helping you to go into it. Now, then I talked about the group. The group is about 30 persons, 30 students per year, 30 up to 45, and then we split the group. Um in the beginning, it is also group work that will be about 15% of your time with 50% of your grade. And individual performance had to do with, yeah, you have to do exams, and those exams are individual, and these are in certain weeks. We have a 7 weeks program. Then in week 8 and 9, you will have your exams or retakes, and in week 10 we will visit businesses, or we have guest lectures, or you have time to visit yourself a company. And the group work will be also, and then in week 8 and 9, with done with a presentation, finished with a presentation. You have to make a report, and then you have to present it. There's always an individual aspect into it, because we like to know if you made it yourself or is it made by another person. So group work, yes, but it is always checked about your individual performance. And the individual performance had also to do with exams, written exams mostly, and sometimes also computer exams. Yeah, the most beautiful aspect of this course is, of course, that you go into different cultures, different internationalities, but it is also for you not only possible, but you have to go abroad for your study. And you will see there are internships, graduation. We have a lot. Yeah, we have what I mentioned or what we mentioned. We have many nationalities. Some of them stayed for the internship or the minor or the final, the graduation in the Netherlands. Yeah, for you as a Bulgarian person, is it a possibility to stay in the Netherlands for it? But we also ask all people, all students, go abroad, because you learn the most if you will visit another country, visit another organization in another country. For example, we have students over here who like to go to Spain. Now they will go for the minor or for the internship to Spain or Finland. Also, people have in Finland, Vietnam, students went to. So we have different opportunities to go abroad and to learn over there your job. Yeah, that is possible. Your internship, your minor, and your graduations. So that is 1.5 year you can spend outside the Netherlands or outside your own country. You can also stay in the Netherlands. I also have people from Poland and from Bulgaria, also from Romania. They are staying in the Netherlands. They are looking for an international company in the Netherlands, and then they like to stay in the Netherlands after they finish their graduation. So that's part of it. It is also possible, yes, some of our students like studying. And if you like studying, then it is also possible that you go for a master. Yeah? So you do your bachelor over here at Saxion University, and then you like to go for a master in economics, a master in finance, whatever. And then it is possible, because many times you have, when you like to go for a master, if you like to go to a university, you need a pre-master. Now, yeah, if you finish your 4 years program at Saxion and you have to spend a half year for a pre-master, I will not say that is wasting time, but it can be more efficient. So it is possible that you replace your minor for a pre-master. So you can integrate your pre-master in your regular education, and then in 4 years you also prepare for your university. That's a beautiful aspect, because at that moment you don't waste time. You do your bachelor, and after your bachelor you can make a choice for a university in the Netherlands, but also in your own country. Now, of course, what we mentioned already, international classroom. What I do with my classes, I ask always, especially when it goes over ethical aspects in finance or cultural differences, I will ask anybody to explain how it works in their own country. How do they communicate? What is essential? How is professionals? How can you reach them? How can you ask them or ask them questions? Because yeah, asking questions is learning, and if you know the different cultures from Africa, from Europe, from US, also England, but also from Asia, if you know how that works, then you have an added value to your part, to your education, and that is not mentioned only on your graduation, yeah, diploma, but this is something what makes me as an international controller. And not only the diplomas I have, but also that you have these expertise, these skills, and that you can use it for differences, for different opportunities. What is our essential skills for you for an international finance professional? Now, of course, you like numbers. See if we do calculations, many times we will talk about it, and then people think already about what will be the outcome, what will be the results. If you work for, or if you like to study at our school, international finance, then you're also interested in the different cultures. Yeah, because that is one thing. You are here not only for the education, because much of it, or many of it, you can find in books, but talk, speak, communicate, exchange knowledge with other cultures is very, very positive. It's very improving your ID. Of course, you have to be analytical, yeah, because you like to work with numbers and prepare statements, but also look for scenarios in the future. And you can give an advice to people to work with it and to work it out and use it. And of course, many times we believe that financials don't have to communicate or that they communicate with the reports, but it's not only the reports what is needed, but also to explain it. Yeah? Because what I mentioned before, if you create or develop a balance sheet or a profit and loss report, you have to explain what is inside or what is the difference with the past or what is the idea for it for the near future. So you have to know how it works, and then you also need skills to explain it. And that is more difficult than some people believe because, yeah, a ratio is a ratio, but not all people know what a ratio is. So you have to explain yourself how it works and what it is, why it is interesting. So, essential skills, numbers, cultures, and communication. Now, how do we help you? Now, first of all, you have in the first year 18 hours of lectures. Uh, that sometimes people believe it is a lot. Many times they will see when you are at school, then it is not really that much. As an international, you are living also nearby the university. So you have time enough to be here and to spend your time in education, especially in the beginning when you're looking for a new environment, new friends, a new environment, new society. Then yeah, then 18 hours is not really that much. You like to stay at school because we have the opportunity to have dinner over here, to eat, drink, but also to contact with other students, and that's what I believe is very beautiful. You have enough facilities to be here and to yeah, contact with other students, and that's what I love and like. Of course, you have also hours of self-study. Now, you have your own room, your apartment, but it is also possible to study at school. And you can always ask teachers who are at school to help you with your study. Then you have a study career counselor, and they will help you. It's 3 official meetings per year, but uh, what I also mentioned, always mention to my students, if you need me, I have the experience from the past, from my own experiences. I can help you immediately. Don't wait for your official meeting. Ask people if they can help you with something. Sometimes it is easy to ask another student, but it is also possible to ask a teacher for helping you. We are there to help you. We are not there to say, okay, no, you have to solve it yourself. No, ask immediately if you have a problem, if you have things what must be solved. It can be about a private circumstance, but also about studying. Don't wait for the last moment and do it soon, fast. Yeah. Also, when you go into the year number three, the first year is your propedeuse. In the second year, we have the major. Yeah, then we are looking into depth for financial accounting, financial management, and management accounting. And in the third year, then you have to look or you have to find yourself first an internship or minor or one of them, or you can exchange it. And the thesis at the end. Yeah, so you have first to do internship and minor, and then you will finish your thesis. Yeah? So you cannot start your thesis before your internship is finished. Sometimes we can change before the minor, but your internship and your minor is first, and then you come to your thesis. Uh, I have a very broad network. I always ask my students, okay, if you don't know, please contact me and we will look together to an internship or to a thesis. The minor are more official. You choose for a certain minor. It can be in the Netherlands, but it is also possible that you follow a minor in another country. Yeah? I mentioned already Spain. I've seen that people went to Spain or France for a minor, so that's also possible. You don't have to stay in the Netherlands for your minor. And the internship and the thesis, that is, yeah, of course, we will look for your with you to a certain company, what you prefer. Can be an accountant, yeah, service office, can be also production or logistics or IT. Many things are possible. So we help you. What is not mentioned in this the exercise or in the questions is AI. We do a lot with AI, but it is a tool. Like we have also Google. Google Maps helps you to know where is something in the world, where is something in the Netherlands or in Bulgaria. So we have Google. We have also Word and Excel. Yeah, in Word we have the grammar control. Yeah, we have spelling control. So we are a lot of elements already available. That's also AI. And of course, yeah, if you listen to the news, then you see that or that our jobs will be replaced by AI. Nowadays, you see already that some companies are trying to reduce it because AI means also, or using ChatGPT or whatever, is also meaning that you erase your fundament of expertise and skills in the basics of accounting. So I know a company in the Netherlands, Picnic, is a small supermarket. They get rid already of AI because they had only senior accountants to check the simple work because not all the work was done properly because in AI mistakes were made, but you don't need the very expensive seniors, you need the juniors to control this element. So they skipped already the AI and said, okay, we need also in our function the junior, the trainees, the juniors up to growing into a senior part. So AI is helping us. I use it. I will explain my students how they can use it, but it is a tool like we have also other tools like Excel, etc. What is more in the program? We have also CORE, Collaborative Online International Learning. This is a project with a Canadian university in which both universities have a portfolio of investments, a portfolio of stocks, for example, shares or bonds, or maybe also cryptocurrency. And you work together and to make sure the best team, yeah, will win this competition in which you show how you invest your money as best as possible. Of course, we have also personal development. Yeah, we will look into yourself a bit more, how you can increase your professional skills. How can you communicate well? What can you do to improve yourself to become a more professional financial manager? Of course, we help you with study abroad. We have a multicultural study environment, and we have business assignments with real companies. Myself in financial accounting and also management accounting, I use companies, real world, real companies with some assessments, and we will advise them. And the groups all make their own decisions, and then we will demonstrate it to our companies to make sure that they have a good idea about what you studied, and also they get a broad idea of scenarios what they can use for their decisions. And we have an exemption for ACA, that is if you like to study further as a financial accountant, a CMA accountant, then we have some exemptions. So that means that you do not have to study the full program of ACA, of a master study, but you can choose, or you have to only have to do participate in a few of them, not all. Um, yeah, you can go for a master in business administration, master in finance and accounting, and the international certified accountant with 8 exemptions. I have no idea how many parts of it is in total, but 8 exemptions is beautiful. Then you don't have to do the whole program. Uh, Tamilia, this is in headlines in a nutshell the program of the IFA, International Finance and Accounting Program. Um, Short, we have a 4-year program. First year is more general. That's what we call the propedeuse. You get a diploma for it. Then we get our second year and a third year in which we will go over the major. That is about financial accounting, management accounting, financial management. And then we get our internship, minor, and graduation at the end. And when you finish, you can continue with a master, or you go for and apply for a job. We have an international group. We have locations in Enschede and in Deventer, but mainly IFA is taught in Enschede, in which we also have the housing. We have an international environment, and the students help each other. Also, the second year and the third year students who are still in the building will help you in the beginning, so you are not the only one. And hopefully, I can motivate you, and I also do with the other students, motivate you to make this choice, because I believe it is a beautiful job, financial accounting, financial control. But yeah, it is something, yeah, it is your own choice. I finished my presentation. Do you have any questions, Tamilia? If you have no questions yet, but maybe in the near future, or maybe tomorrow, this is my mail address. The mail address is not on this slide. So if you like to inform me, this is information from the international office. Mr. Vossen is the program director of this course, and I'm teaching the subjects in accounting within this program within international finance and accounting. So if you have questions, then you also always mail me. I have, but then I have to ask the students first. I also have mail addresses from students from example, I don't know, checking, yeah, from Bulgaria. Bulgaria. I have Simona Alexandrova, she's from Bulgaria. No, the rest is not mentioned where they come from. I have no idea. Romania is inside, Hungary, but I have some students from also from Bulgaria. Do you have any questions? No. Was this your first information session from a university, or did you also attend some other courses? Okay, good, good. Yeah. Know what you are doing, and try to get the knowledge and the idea from other schools, educations. Are you also are you also interested in other only in the Netherlands, also maybe in Germany or England, United Kingdom, or only in the Netherlands? Only in the Netherlands. It is beautiful. We have a nice country. We have a good program, nice education, and we have very interested and excellent international students. Can I help you further with more information? No need. Okay. I stopped the recording, so it is also possible that people